What's up? In this video I'm going to show you how I made this CJ Stroud poster. This is probably the best design I think I've ever made up to now, and I just wanted to share with y'all how I made it. It took me like a good day or two to make this, and I think it came out pretty nice. So the very first step was that I made the file, and I made it 12 by 16 inches, I believe. Yeah, 12 by 16 or 1800 pixels by 2400. So after that, I added a bit of noise to the background, which was white already, about 24% noise. So now what I had to do was get some pictures of CJ Stroud himself, and I tried looking on Google, but the pictures were just kind of boring. They weren't very interesting. So I went onto CJ's Instagram and I found a lot of good pictures. And it makes sense because obviously you want to post your best pictures on Instagram. So I got 4 pictures. I got this one, this one, this one, and finally this one. So for each picture, I made it into a smart object, and in that smart object, I just cut them out and saved the layer. And this is what I had. Honestly, the hardest part of this whole thing is just finding out where to put all the pictures, but that just comes with graphic design. The biggest part of graphic design is just being creative. So this is what I came up with. This was my layout. This was the background picture. I just thought it looked nice. It was high quality and it just looked kind of cool. So for this one, I made a layer mask and used the grading tool to make a fade. After making the fade, I went to filter and then stylize and wind to add this little effect. And after that, I added a black and white layer. And I did that for the second and the third picture. Gradient fade, and then black and white. So for the final picture of CJ, the cutout, the full body cutout, his shoe right here, if you can see it, it was kind of messed up. That's just how the picture was. So I added a shadow to kind of cover it up, and it kind of worked. And I did that with the brush tool, and I used this little circle right here. Normally it's like this, and then you just put it down like this. I don't know, it's kind of like a 3D effect, I don't know, but it makes it look nice. And after that, I added a camera raw filter to the cutout. I just added a little bit of vibrance and saturation. Texture and clarity, I feel like really just enhances the picture. It just makes it look cooler. The only thing is though, if you do it too much, it kind of ruins it too. After that, I just used a gradient tool to make this effect on the background, and I put it on the color dodge. And then below that, I just added a black and white gradient map to make it kind of pop out more. And I grouped everything together except the cutout. I did Ctrl J, and then I did Ctrl E to get one layer, and I made that a smart object. First off, I added some noise, about like 14%, no 20% I mean. So after that, I went to filter and then pixelate, then color halftone, and I did radius 8, and then I left everything default for the channels, and it gave me this little dotted effect, which I think looks pretty nice. And then finally, I made the colors just pop out more with the camera raw filter again. I added a good bit of texture and clarity. To me, it just makes a lot of difference. It just makes it look good. And then I added some vibrance and a little bit of saturation and made the blacks a little darker. And finally, I added some copy scan overlays that I bought online. I could link it down if y'all want it. And I put that on lighter color and color dodge, and this is the final result. Like I said before, this is probably my best work yet. I just wanted to share this one in. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if y'all enjoyed the video. Well, first let me know if y'all actually understood the video. Was it a good tutorial? Let me know. Anyways, have a good day and peace.